The Duke sat down for an interview focused on the environment, the upcoming first awards ceremony of the Earthshot Prize and COP26. In the one-to-one chat with BBC newscast's Adam Fleming to be aired on October 14 at 35 p.m. on BBC One, the Duke of Cambridge outlined his family's long-lasting commitment to protect the environment. But, he added, he would deem it an absolute disaster if, within a few decades, his firstborn Prince George was to find himself saying the same thing about the challenges currently experienced by the planet. After speaking about Prince Philip and Prince Charles' warnings and fight for the protection of the environment, Prince William told Mr. Fleming, but it shouldn't be that there's a third generation now coming along having to ramp it up even more. And you know, for me, it would be an absolute disaster if George is sat here talking to you or your successor, Adam, you know, in like 30 years' time, whatever, still saying the same thing, because by then we will be too late. The Duke openly voiced his concerns for the planet's future and the survival of the environment as we know it. Speaking again about his children and the future generations, he also said during the interview, now I've got children as well, and speaking to other parents, you start to see the world differently. I want the things that I've enjoyed, the outdoor life, nature, the environment. I want that to be there for my children, and not just my children but everyone else's children. If we're not careful, we're robbing from our children's future through what we do now. And I think that's not fair. I want to use my little bit of influence profile to highlight incredible people doing incredible things and will genuinely help fix some of these problems. The Duke of Cambridge didn't just focus on the future and the challenges it may bring if action on climate change isn't taken, but also paid tribute to the Prince of Wales's lifelong commitment to the environment. Looking back to Prince Charles' work over the past 5 decades, he said, it's been a hard road for him. My grandfather started off helping out WWF a long time ago with its nature work and biodiversity, and I think that my father's sort of progressed that on and talked about climate change a lot more, very early on, before anyone else thought it was a topic. So yes, HES had a really rough ride on that, and I think HES been proven to being well ahead of the curve. Well beyond his time in warning about some of these dangers, in a bid to inspire hope Earth can be saved and create new solutions in the fight against environmental issues, Prince William launched in October last year the Earthshot Prize. This initiative will last for a decade and will see a panel of judges, which include the Duke, naturalist Sir David Attenborough and Jordan's Queen Rania, award every year 5 projects fighting 5 different environmental issues. The creators of each winning project will receive $1 million. The first award ceremony is taking place on Sunday and will see an array of celebrities and climate activists walking down the red carpet at London's Alexandra Palace. The ceremony will be broadcasted by the BBC. The first ever Earthshot Awards come 2 weeks before world leaders, activists and royals are to gather in Glasgow for the UN Climate Change Conference, COP26. Speaking about the upcoming conference, which he will attend alongside Kate, Duchess of Cambridge, the Duke said, I think for COP to communicate very clearly and very honestly what the problems are and what the solutions are going to be is critical. We can't have more clever speak, clever words but not enough action, and that's why the Earthshot Prize is so important, because we're trying to create action.